Hi, my name's Carole. Welcome to Hummingbird Spot. This is the third video of my second trip to Peru to photograph great and beautiful species of hummingbirds. If you haven't seen my previous videos, you can click there. After we finished filming in the Malaga Pass, we drove to Cusco where we spent the night. Then we got up early in the morning and made our way to the Wayqecha Biological Station. On the way, we stopped for breakfast, and outside of the little restaurant where we ate breakfast, there was a farmer's market that happens every day where all the local farmers would come and sell their produce. Well, Steve Sanchez, our local birding guide in Peru, wanted to bring a whole lot of fruit with us to snack on and also to take to the Wayqecha Biological Station. So he bought a bag of granadillas. And this is the first time I ever had one. You saw me eating one on the Columbia Helmet Crest video if you watched that video. But let me tell you, this is the greatest fruit. It's my favorite. Inside, it looks really gross. And what you're seeing on a plate is the inside of a granadilla. It looks like little jellied eggs, but they're kind of slimy, but this fruit is so unique tasting and so sweet. Every time I go to Central and South America now, I have to have granadillas. The Wayqecha Biological Station is a field research center whose mission is to study cloud forest ecology. It's about 1,500 acres, and it's located in the buffer zone outside of the southeast portion of Manú National Park. It's almost at 10,000 feet, so I got to see some high altitude birds. You can tell we were at a high elevation in Peru by the complimentary bowl of coca leaves right next to the coffee pot. Gould's Inca is found in the cloud forest in southeast Peru and in Bolivia. The American Ornithological Society considers this bird to be a subspecies of the collared Inca, which we photographed earlier in northern Peru, but it's considered its own species by the taxonomists at BirdLife International. He does look like the collared Inca, but he's more green overall and with an orange collar. The violet-throated starfrontlet is another bird that you can find in the cloud forest through Peru and into Bolivia. I could only find this bird in close proximity to a feeder in the back of the lodge, so I really hope to see this one again perched on a branch or on a flower somewhere. The amethyst-throated Sunangel had a big presence here at Wayqecha. The male and the female both have colored throats, but the male's is an eye-popping purple and the female's is a dusky red. And both of them have a white band running across its upper chest. You can find this one from western Venezuela all the way down to Bolivia. I'm putting this picture of this rather sinister-looking hooded mountain tanager in here just for the people who think that I can't photograph any bird that's not a hummingbird. The Tyrian Metaltail is another high-altitude species of hummingbird that you find from Venezuela through Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, down to Bolivia. The male has a beautiful green gorget, and the rest of him are warm shades of brown and orange and yellow. He's truly a beautiful bird. I really like this picture of William Oriana and Steve Sanchez. They're trying to film that rainbow. Usually there's a pot of gold at the end of a rainbow, but this rainbow, I think there's a bathroom at the end of it. After a full day of shooting at Wayqecha, we made our way to the Cock-of-the-Rock Lodge. This is one of the original lodges that's on the route to Manú National Park. It's located outside the park, but very close to it. The area is huge. It's about 12,000 acres, and it ranges anywhere from 3,500 to 8,500, I believe, feet in elevation. So we got to the Cock-of-the-Rock Lodge. I walked into my bungalow and saw a mosquito net, so I knew we were getting closer to the jungle. We saw a few old friend hummingbirds here, like the violet-fronted brilliant, and he got right in front of us and preened, so I got some interesting shots of him. I also photographed a female Peruvian booted racquetail that liked to perch right in front of me. There are a lot of monkeys at Cock-of-the-Rock Lodge, and I was warned about them. They come right up to the public areas, walk over the tables where you have your camera equipment. So I was warned to keep my camera equipment locked up in its pack because the monkeys have been known to steal cameras and lenses. I wondered if they preferred Nikon or Canon. Geoffroy's wedgebill, or Geoffroy's wedgebill, depending on whether you pronounce it the English way or the French way. It's spelled the French way. Anyway, this bird was the only new species that I photographed at Cock-of-the-Rock Lodge, and this bird was really difficult to photograph. There was a juvenile long-tailed sylph that was really aggressive and felt that this patch of flowers was its property and kept chasing the wedgebill away. And the wedgebill, we could only see, was feeding on these flowers. So he would perch inside the middle of this huge bush. And for me to get any pictures of it at all, I had to crawl inside the plant and try to get photographs of this bird when it was perching inside, hiding from the long-tailed sylph. So the pictures I got of this bird are not the best pictures in the world, but I did get photographs of this little Geoffroy's wedgebill. You cannot visit the Cock-of-the-Rock Lodge without going to the lek of the Peruvian national bird, the Andean Cock-of-the-rock. There's a lek very close by the lodge. We took a short drive and we followed a little path that went down to a viewing platform and waited there to see the birds. And a couple of them did arrive, so we saw them. And this is like one of the most interesting birds I've ever seen. They're very, very strange looking. Their eyes are positioned in such a way that I think they can almost see all the way around their head. So this bird would be very difficult to sneak up on. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell because next Sunday we're going to the rainforest inside Manú National Park. We're going to the Amazonia Lodge and then further down the headwaters of the Amazon to the Hummingbird Lodge. See you next Sunday.